And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
First baseman number 17, Duncan Erickson.
In there for strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9. Severino Gonzalez enters.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that every single time.
And tonight's comes to an end. And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Miami Marlins and the New York Mets. Miami hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Steven Matz gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
First baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Duncan Erickson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they played pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to you want to get greedy, D-Row, when you win the first game of a 2-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is
So digging in now, Jay Bruce. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his been hoping for. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Next up for New York, Wilmer Flores. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second.
Wilmer Flores.
Drilled to first. Erickson is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail. Digging in for his second at-bat, Duncan Erickson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
A little bouncer that goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Erickson is retired, and there's 1 away. Into the box now, Duncan Erickson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Vila leads off first with one away. Hit sharply on the ground. Flores gets down to make a great play. On to first as they get the double. Leading off the inning, Duncan Erickson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Rosario is under it. Makes the play, one away. Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson.
First baseman, Duncan Erickson.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Number 10, second baseman.
Striding in, Chris Abreu. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Set to deal on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Big spot here, first and second. Two men gone, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. Now the payoff pitch home. High pop-up. Flores calls for it. And the inning is over. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the ninth, as a huge ninth-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer, which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Miami Marlins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Drew Steckenrider gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Kyle Berklaw earns the save out of the bullpen, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits,
Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Henderson Alvarez is on the mound for the Padres in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Batting third, first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late. Losing last time out, and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
Bogarts is there. And that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Digging in now for San Diego, Alan Cordova, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Alan Cordova.
Up the first baseline. Erickson is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, Travis Leroy. He drew a walk his first time up.
Travis Leroy.
The 1-1. Flares this one over toward first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Striding in once again, Duncan Erickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Duncan Erickson.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. 2 out, nobody on. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Ready now for the Marlins, Dan Mobley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the 0-2. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Marlins leave one. They're down 1-0. Standing in, Tommy Soria.
Third baseman, Tommy Soria.
Wind up and the 0-1. On the ground to first. Erickson fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Ready for another shot now. Duncan Erickson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Marlins strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Hunter Renfroe.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. To short. Scooped up. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Into the box now, Duncan Erickson.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Hit down the third baseline. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. The San Diego Padres took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that. Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the San Diego Padres. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Joel Meyer will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone. untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
A ball and 2 strikes. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Renfroe giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Striding into the box, Duncan Erickson earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit. That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Defoe, the runner at second with one away. Here now the 2-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Swinging a soft liner, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So stepping in, Manuel Margot. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A 1 pitch on its way. Well, grounded to short. This could be 2. He's right there. 1 there. But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Now at the plate, Duncan Erickson.
First baseman number 6. Duncan.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse. That guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball. Down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
So striding in, Eric Hosmer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this.
Now batting, left fielder, Matt Caesar.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. To second for one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Digging in once again, Duncan Erickson. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Erickson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in, Duncan Erickson comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Sliders in for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
The 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Miami down to their last strike. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Makes the catch, and the Padres are back in the win column again. They take game 3 of the series, and the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. San Diego crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Lorne Michaud earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshownation.com.
final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious San Diego Padres. 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error that left 15 men on base. For the Marlins, 2 runs on 11 hits, 2 errors. They left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. A reminder that post-game trolley service to Mission Valley, Old Town, or to South County is available from the Gaslamp Quarter or 12th and Imperial trolley stations. MTS buses are also available outside the park on the 4, 11, and 25 routes. And service on the 3, 5, and 16 routes is available a few short blocks away on Market Street.
And as we welcome you into the ball game, we find the bases empty, 1 away here in the inning. Up next from Miami, Duncan Erickson is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
Erickson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Perdomo, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Little dribbler down the line. And that's the second out. Severino Gonzalez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Severino Gonzalez.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The San Diego Padres used a nice 5th inning to take
A player receives an update from his representative. A manager addresses his team about their recent slump.
Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Miami Marlins and the San Francisco Giants. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Chris Stratton gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First baseman.
So striding forward now, Duncan Erickson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man.
Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Buster Posey.
Hit weakly back to the mound. The 2nd for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. Digging in to try it again. Joe Pennant looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place in the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects. So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Popped him up. Defoe has a play. And the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. It's the Giants 2 and the Marlins. Leading off the inning, Duncan Erickson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Erickson hits a little over the 270 mark. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Outside and low, 3-0. Dan Mobley will be next. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk. Now to the plate, Dan Mobley. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Erickson aboard here at first with nobody out. And again a throw, and the runner back. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw. And he'll get back in safely. And there he goes towards second. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Yang comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. And the throw in gets away from him. Digging in the switch hitter, Yomer Sanchez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Longoria waits on it. 2 gone. On to first, and they get the double play. Starting to... In now, Duncan Erickson.
Duncan Erickson.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice. Job of laying off.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet. It's always nice to take the opener of a 4-game set when you're at home. That sets the stage for the rest of the series, and it gives you a good springboard the rest of the way.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Giants jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Stratton earns win number 7 on the season as he allows only 2 hits through 7. Wednesday night baseball. From AT&T Park. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Duncan Erickson. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Now at the plate, Dan Mobley comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Into the box, Duncan Erickson, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Erickson has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy
takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he misses it. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, I'd like to see this one again because at first glance it looked like a routine play, and yeah, it was. He just misses it somehow, and 2 runs come across the score. That's beyond costly right there.
At the plate, Dan Mobley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Dan Mobley.
Lifted the other way to left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Ready now, Ryan Braun. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 2-2. Smoke toward the hole. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Now at the plate, Lewis Brinson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding. Out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Giants 1. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, and their runners at the corners now. The 1-2 to first, reined in. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Marlins lead it 3-1. Ready once again, Duncan Erickson, and he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Ready with the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not attacking the strike zone anymore.
A little bouncer. Castro on at first, nobody out. Line towards center field. Taylor patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He topped out in his first trip. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there, back to first, and that'll take care of Longoria as well. It's a double play. Now batting, David Yang. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. On the ground to first. Erickson comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So coming to the plate, Duncan Erickson, and this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball. Now, Matt, all these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. This is line to left, and a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third, and he's in at third base with nobody out, representing the go-ahead run.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Standing in, Dan Mobley. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Dan Mobley.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the go-ahead run stays at third with 1 big out on the scoreboard now. So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring forth the great slugging left fielder Ryan Braun. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Right fielder, Matt Duffy.
3-1 to the Marlins middle infielder.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Digging in, Tomas Telis. He singled his last time up.
Tomas.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. He pulls this one into right. McCutcheon is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. Stepping up now, Chris Taylor. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Chris Taylor.
Here comes the 0-1. Yanked on the ground down the line. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. In to score is the runner from first.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give you...
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. San Francisco came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory.
Coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
First opened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. Miami attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Arlene Garcia will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Batting third.
Digging in now, Duncan Erickson. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately. Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Walker removed to first. Runner back safely. Erickson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another throw over. And he just manages to get his hand in. Once more, a throw over. And a dive, but he's back. Runner goes for second. But he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
At the plate, Yomer Sanchez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tomas sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Still no score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Chris Owings, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Grounder to first. Erickson takes it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Stepping into the box, Duncan Erickson. He reached on a single in his first try.
Duncan Erickson.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Erickson carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a knee-high fastball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Hey, you never know when the turning point's going to come. It could be your number right there. Just an excellent job. 2-out RBI. I know it's early, but clutch hitting is not just for the late innings.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dan Mobley. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And now they've got him picked off. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. Ready for another chance. A.J. Pollard looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch. This is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Up next for Arizona, Taijuan Walker. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a real frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball.
Settling in now, Duncan Erickson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Marlins have come back to tie things at 3.
Yeah, and it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the night sky.
Digging in and looking for more, Duncan Erickson. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. He's set and the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Dan Mobley, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Heading out towards shallow right. Valenzuela is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now in the box, Duncan Erickson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Duncan Erickson goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with. 8-5 tonight. The Arizona Diamondbacks rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Taijuan Walker earned his 5th win of the year.